Good, happy Monday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, police. Man ODs in Dunkin' Donuts bathroom while son 9 waits outside. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
We got a job for you. Charlotte Motor Speedway. I know how they move the money. What'd you get?
New at noon, a man is charged after Manchester police say he overdosed in a Dunkin' Donuts bathroom. The 9-year-old boy who was with him on Saturday night at the Candia Road location told employees Christopher Morrissey had been in the bathroom a long time. They found him unconscious, and he was revived with Narcan. He is now charged with endangering the welfare of a child.
Okay, and there you go on that report. State police cruiser damaged by tractor trailers, wheels on I-84. Have you seen a tractor trailer missing 2 wheels? State police are looking for one after they say it caused major damage to a cruiser on Interstate 84. State police said the cruiser was parked in a construction zone Monday morning when it was hit by 2 wheels that came off a passing tractor trailer. The wheels crushed the back of the cruiser, police said. The trooper was not injured. Police said the tractor trailer kept on going down the eastbound side of the highway. Anyone who was in the area of the incident between 5:20 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. or has seen a tractor trailer missing 2 wheels is asked to contact state police. And we have a photo of the 2 wheels. And here's a photo of the 2 wheels in the road. He was full of life. Young EMT killed in accidental shooting remembered. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine from Jim Keithley.
Are you ready? Yeah.
You certain?
No.
This is gonna be...
Breaking news out of Baldwin, where one person is confirmed dead following a shooting on Carl Burnell Road. Officials say the 20-year-old victim suffered a gunshot wound to the chest, and the shooting appears to have been accidental. The call came in just before 1:45 this afternoon. 6 men were gathered for recreational shooting and target practice when a rifle jammed. The gun discharged while the men were working on the weapon, critically injuring the victim. Right now, the victim's name has not yet been released. Here's what officials are saying about the incident.
One of the rifles jammed, it appeared at this point, and they were attempting to clear that jam. And while they were doing that, another one walked in the line of fire and was shot. He succumbed to his injuries here at the scene.
We will continue to follow the latest developments in this case, both online and inside the WMTW app.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Now let's take a look at your stock market and see how your stock market closed for this Monday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up Your S&P 500 index closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. RUSS 2K closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow closes at record high as Street cheers strong earnings season. Dow Joe Industrial Average closed at a record high on Monday as Wall Street cheered on what's been a strong earnings season. Anthony Scaramucci out as White House Communication Director. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
That's great. I'm so relieved. I thought this was going to go on forever.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The Citi Double Cash Card does. Earn 1% cash back when you buy and 1% as you pay. Double means double.
This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good afternoon. We're coming on the air now with news from the White House. ABC News has learned that Anthony Scaramucci, the White House Communications Director, who just started 10 days ago, first appeared in the White House briefing room on July 21st, is now leaving. The White House submitted his resignation to the new incoming Chief of Staff, just sworn in today. General John Kelly, the former Secretary of Homeland Security, who started as White House Chief of Staff today, has apparently accepted the resignation. Want to go straight to our Cecilia Vega at the White House.
Well, George, the president started his morning by tweeting, "There's no chaos here in my White House." And here we are yet again, another chaotic day in the Donald Trump administration. Now, this news is just coming in. I can't even tell you, George, whether people in the West Wing know about this at this point. I was just back trying to talk to Sean Spicer, who is still here at the White House, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is here at the White House. They are in a closed-door meeting inside the West Wing right now, so it's unclear how far this news has trickled inside this administration. George, I was in that briefing room when Anthony Scaramucci walked in a few days ago. I happened to go on vacation last week. I haven't even had time to introduce myself to him. That's how short his tenure inside this White House has been. As you said, less than 2 weeks on the job. Of course, you'll remember that tirade, that F-bomb, profanity-laced tirade that made huge headlines over the last week, talking about numerous people inside this administration, co-workers they would have been. But now, as you say, it seems that he is out. He's no longer going to be a part of the top tier of this administration, and it comes on a day when the president is trying for a reset. He just a few hours ago swore in a new chief of staff here, John Kelly, who he said would be one of the greatest chiefs of staff in the history of Washington. So we shall see, but once again, a very, very chaotic day here, George.
Now the third senior staffer in the last 10 days to leave, as you mentioned, Sean Spicer, the outgoing White House Press Secretary Reince Priebus. The president's previous chief of staff just announced on Friday, the president announced that he had replaced Reince Priebus with General Kelly and now Anthony Scaramucci as well. I want to bring in our chief White House correspondent, John Carl, by phone as well. John, perhaps the writing was on the wall after that tirade.
The writing was certainly on the wall. I would argue, George, the writing was on the wall even before that. Anthony Scaramucci had a spectacular rise in that White House. That first briefing, the president loved it, but what happened is you saw more attention focused on its communications director than on the president. Within the president's inner circle, some people actually started referring to Anthony Scaramucci as mini-me, mini Donald Trump. And there was, you don't survive long, when, especially in this White House, when you are the focus of more attention than the president. But then there was that tirade. There were concerns about his financial disclosure. And more important than anything, George, a new chief of staff who is coming in with more authority. If you remember, during that one briefing that Scaramucci had, he made it very clear to say, I report to the president. He said he didn't report to Reince Priebus, the then chief of staff. I report to the president. Well, at least for now, in this new White House, there's a new chief of staff who has authority that the previous chief of staff never had, and certainly wasn't going to tolerate having a communications director that could bypass him and go right into the
Perhaps a new day has begun. You're right. That would be conditions that no incoming chief of staff could accept. So there it is one more time. Anthony Scaramucci will not be the White House communications director. Apparently he may have a job in the government at Export-Import Bank. We're going to have much more tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir. Have a good day.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.